To April. Say hi to April. Hi. This looks real. We've seen a couple of fake ones here. Organ donor, good. I'll accept that. We'll go for that. April.
Hi.
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 I'm Alton.
Nice to meet you.
Good. What? Yeah, lower. Let's use the lower voice because you've got a microphone. What do you do, April?
I work as a vaccine compliance specialist.
A woman of science.
Science.
Science. You're a woman of science.
I am.
Because you probably wear a lab coat.
No, I don't. I wear
But
dress
you could
codes.
if you wanted to.
I could.
You could wear a
I
lab
could.
coat. Well, that's very important. Come on over. Of course, since you're a woman of science, you drink heavily.
I do.
Oh, you do? Good. Okay. When you drink, what kind of cocktails do you like?
Oh, I like a good cosmopolitan.
Will we count that?
Technically, we're at 4 ingredients there.
Yeah, with a Cosmo, and that's really more of a Sex in the City thing, so I don't know.
It's on our way to punch.
It's on our way to punch. It's more a punch than a cocktail.
But a margarita is always good.
Margarita's fine. We would accept that, especially on May 6th, which it is. But which would be Septo to my, I don't know what it would be. So, fine. But it doesn't matter really what you like because you're going to play a game called Spin Your Poison. Bring it on out, guys. Take a look here, April.
Ooh.
You are going to be spinning these wheels for your fate of martini. The lovely Sarah. Say hi to Sarah, everybody. Every game show host has to have, you know, like a Carol Merrill thing. So this is my Vanna White kind of thing. So as she's going to show us, the first wheel is the base spirit that we were talking about, that all cocktails are made out. Then the second wheel is going to be that mixer, that secondary flavor. It can be anything from creme de menthe to brandy to Jägermeister. And then the third wheel is where things get interesting, that finishing flavor, which can be anything from pickle juice to cough syrup to mouthwash. To melted popsicles, to pixie sticks, to cola, tomato juice, bitters, and the like. Thank you very much, Sarah, for showing off the wheel. So your job is going to be, this is a scientific experiment, but it's also a game of chance. You are going to spin your cocktail, and then we will try to fix it with science.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
Yes.
How many of you already had?
One. Okay, I had one before I left the house, and I had one when I got here.
That still counts as one, because you recount at every location.
You do! Those are the rules!
Detroit! Is your husband with you tonight?
He is.
He is? Is he driving? Is the designated driver tonight?
He can be.
We'll flip for it. All right. April, come on over. Give this first wheel a big spin to find out what your first spirit is going to be. What are you hoping for? Go ahead, give it to tequila. Wow, party girl. So you're hoping for tequila. Well, let's see if you get it. You really know how to spin. Vodka, whiskey, gin, rum, bourbon, whiskey, rum, tequila. There goes the tequila. Bourbon, vodka, whiskey. Alton's choice. Tequila. So you got your wish. You got your tequila.
Good deal.
Well, let's see what's going to go with the tequila, which is a little bit more. Now give this one a big spin. This is the stiff wheel. Come on over. Come over this way. Here we go. We've got all kinds of choices here. I'm hoping for the Jägermeister, because it's Friday. Campari, Jägermeister, Amaro, Brandy, Kahlua, Campari, Brandy, Amaro. Amaro. Do you know Amaro?
I don't know what Amaro is.
Amaro is a very bitter liqueur from Italy. Here, hold on to this.
Okay.
Let's let her taste the Amaro. It's one of my favorites, which is why it's on the wheel. You give it a smell.
Very good.
Give it a swig. Do you know how many cocktails feature tequila with Amaro?
I do not.
0.
None.
Science! This is gonna be fun. So right now, we've got a smoky liquor based on a smoky spirit based on agave, and then we've got a Amaro, which is a bitter liqueur based on about 20 different ingredients. So really figuring out where this is going to go is going to be about the third spin, April. So give that third wheel a spin. Just make it big. It's your last. Wow! Obviously, at the place where you work, where you're working on the vaccinations, you need muscles. All right. Here we go. Here, you hold this. I don't need to hold this. I've already got it. Soy sauce. There goes the cough syrup. There goes the popsicle. There's the cola. Tomato juice. Lemon juice. Lime juice. Fruit punch.
Oh, no.
idea how long I've waited for this night.
Me too.
Tequila Amaro soy sauce. Do you know how many cocktails feature soy sauce?
No.
None, classically, no, but it is completely valid. It's loaded with umami, which you may have heard of, glutamic acid. It's also kind of salty, a little salty. Do you like sushi?
I do.
Do you dip it in soy sauce?
I do. I had sushi for lunch.
This won't be like that at all. You had sushi for lunch?
I did.
How was it?
It was fantastic.
Well, I hope this doesn't push you over the edge. The best thing about soy sauce for you tonight is that it doesn't have that many aromatic compounds. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah?
I'll pour some out.
It's a hell of a
But look at it this way. Look at it this way. This is a polycultural drink. Mexico, Italy, and Japan coming together in what will forever be known as an April special.
I have my own drink.
You do. You have your own
I don't know
drink.
if I want it, but I do.
April. The good news is, I'll hold your hair. Because I think if you just drink that, we're going to be seeing it again really soon. Yeah, gag response being what it is. But look, here's the good news. Okay, the way that science, here comes the science, ready for the science. The thing about human taste is that it's actually multifaceted. It's not just about, stick out your tongue. It's not just about that. It's also about this, your eyes, it's about texture, it's about temperature. There's a lot going on. For instance, if I take this cocktail and you just see it from, say, a distance, do your eyes say maybe I want it?
Looks like a cherry cola.
It looks like cherry cola, which we all know to be good. So your eyes, we're predators. We have eyes in the front of our heads. So we're like, okay, we're gonna let that come closer. Now, our most powerful chemical sense, the thing that decides what we actually put in our mouths, nose, smell, yeah. So right away, your nose is saying, April, don't put that in your mouth. Nothing good will come of this if you put this in your mouth. It's not something you do. And so automatically you're repulsed by this. You don't want this. You don't want to even take a little sip of this, do you? You know, the hangar is shut. The airplane can't get in. But you know what? Science is here to rescue you from your horrible fate, because you know what? You are going to ingest this cocktail. But, fantastic. But we can change the color, we can change the texture, we can change the temperature, and we can suppress the aromatic compounds that are hideous. Retchworthy. It's like Ipecac of the nose. Yeah, it's like Ipecac. It's like that Family Guy episode, Who Wants Chowder? Remember that? That's that drink. We have made Ipecac. We can change everything by simply adding one ingredient. One. Do you want to do that? Do you want to make this drink better?
Yes, I do.
Fine. Identify this atomic structure.
Where is my sister when I need her?
I don't know. Where is she?
She's at home.
Do you want to call her?
I do.
Okay.
No answer.
Okay, so let's see. Will she answer the phone?
She probably will, yeah.
Let's find out. Okay, so what's her number? Did you said that? I'd come down there and kick you till you...
On speaker.
Or no, put her on speaker.
Oh, okay, well then turn it off.
Okay, no. Is she... What's her name?
Carrie.
Carrie. Okay.
She didn't answer the phone.
Well, whatever Carrie's doing, she's off my list now. She's dead to me. So, well, here's the deal. 7 electrons, 7 protons, 7 neutrons. The guy in the front row, who's wearing his hat inside, by the way. What's up with that? Gave it away. It is nitrogen. It is nitrogen. Did you really know, or did you just guess? Are you a chemist? Are you a chemist?
Yes.
What are you?
Chemical engineer.
You're a chemical engineer? You need to work on your social skills. So, Doofus in 5A gave it away. It is indeed nitrogen. Most of you have probably seen nitrogen used culinarily before, but not probably like this. Nitrogen is going to save you from a fate worse than that cocktail, but not dressed like this. This is, well, the boots are okay, but we got to change a few other things because you got to like holes and stuff.
I do.
So I'm going to give you over to Sarah. Sarah's going to get you dressed in something a little bit more appropriate. And in the meantime, we will talk about nitrogen. Since you're a chemical engineer, Mr. Malvi, as I give up some facts here, why don't you correct me in case I get anything wrong, okay? I'm gonna rely on you. These people are mortified, by the way. He's mortified. He gave you up like that. He's like... So we're going to talk a little bit about nitrogen. Just sound off when I get something wrong there, sir. We're talking about the fifth most abundant element in the known universe. Not only in the planet, not only in the solar system, but the known universe. Am I right? You don't know. Wow, you don't know. We'll have to work on that. Don't. Are you married to him? You're young and good looking. There's time. Makes up 78% of our atmosphere. Got that one right? Maybe he knows more. Great. 78% of ours, it's colorless, odorless, flavorless, used very often in the manufacture of ammonia and fertilizer because plants require a lot of nitrogen. Responsible for the colors of the aurora borealis, the northern lights from solar energy bouncing off and fluorescing nitrogen. Do I have any scuba divers here? Yeah, anybody ever had the bends? Or known anybody that had the bends? Terrible, terrible stuff. It's when you go down really deep, your blood saturates with nitrogen, you come up too quickly without decompressing, and the nitrogen turns into bubbles, lodges in the capillaries of your joints and your teeth and stuff, and you just flap around screaming until they put you in a decompression chamber, which is what we're gonna do to April. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. The important thing for us tonight, as most of you who have seen nitrogen used culinarily before, is that this is a gas that can be turned into a liquid. Gaze upon the handsome face of Carl von Lindt. Carl von Lindt, in the early days of the 20th century, invented this device, which, using the Joule-Thomson coefficient, which we won't get into now, can condense nitrogen in a liquid form out of gas, out of atmospheric nitrogen. Now, the interesting thing about nitrogen is that it is a kind of element that likes to be saddled up next to another of its same kind, and we would call that...
Oxygen?
I'm talking to the chemical engineer. What kind of, there's a name for elements when they like to be next to one of their own kind. What? Diatomic, thank you very much. Diatomic. It is a diatomic element, which is why in its liquid form we call it Ln2. Oh, I lost my video. All right, my video's gone away, but we'll get it back. It's called Ln2, liquid nitrogen. And liquid nitrogen is very, very cold. That is the thing that categorizes it as a cryogenic fluid. How cold is it? Well, we're talking about typically 196 degrees below 0 Celsius or 321 below 0 Fahrenheit. That is colder than the flagpole in Christmas Story, which is already really, 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 really cold. That is why they use it in places like dermatology offices to remove warts. Was that for dermatologists or warts? I still can't tell, so it doesn't matter. I just want to say that if we have leftover liquid nitrogen tonight, we will be removing warts out by my bus. $5 a wart, but you got to bring your own Q-tip. Because when you dip a Q-tip in liquid nitrogen, it really roasts that stuff out very, very quickly. Anyway, I have here, just to give you a sampling of how powerful this stuff is, I have 4 liters of liquid nitrogen. Now, if I were to pour this on my hand, like this, I can do that all day long. Why? Because it boils away so quickly from my body heat that there's actually a layer of gas between my skin